Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We've just got another load of parts that have arrived, so we're going to run through them and show you what we've got. Rightio, so we have got this big pile of parts here that has arrived in this week from Speed Science. Cheers Adam for hooking us up with a great deal on these bits and pieces that we need for our K24 build that we're doing for the DC2 race car. So we'll start off with this first box here. Now I'll be honest, I've written a couple of notes because some of these things I've had to learn about, but that's okay. That's what this whole experience is about, isn't it? Rightio, so we've got some pistons from Arias. Now I have done a little bit of research on these, and these are very good for our application. So they've actually got these are upgraded, well, they're called wrist pins. So there we go, you want to have a look at one of those. Now they are heavy duty and good for our application of what we are doing with the race car. Now this is going to be a bit noisy, so bear with me a second. I'll just get one of these piston tops out. Here we go, have a look at that puppy, nice and shiny. Even got numbers on the back there, look at that. Awesome. So these are going to go inside the block, which we've got some darting sleeves for. Now the block's already down at the engine builders, as we know. That video's already been done. Just some piston rings in there, nothing too exciting there. So we'll send these down to them, so they've got these bits and pieces with them as well. Next on the list is some rods, some connecting rods. Now these are from Brian Crower. These are a lightweight connecting rod. My understanding is that these rods are about 70 grams of rod lighter than the factory option. There we go, have a look at that. Let's see if we get one of these out of here and see how shiny it is. Whoa-wee, look at that. Again, all numbered. They are light. About 400 and something grams per one, if I remember correctly. Anyway, these are going to be good. Connect them up to those Arias pistons. Make sure, we don't want one of them coming out of the block, so it's good to have the parts that can handle the power. We have got a Cometic head gasket. It's an MLS head gasket. For those who aren't sure what MLS stands for, it's multi-layer steel. So we'll pop this open and I'll show you what that is. Here we go. Well, stickers, always getting stickers. Here we go. As you can see, there's 3 layers in here. It's all steel. Here we go. So that is obviously the head gasket. Now my understanding is that a steel head gasket is used given the amount of power that is being made to stop any issues. Now the reason the delay between these bits and some of the others is these parts have had to come in from the States, and as I said earlier, Adam at Speed Science has been able to get his hands on all of those. Now we've got to have a look at some of the camshafts. So these are a Skunk 2 Racing Ultra Stage 1 cams. This one here is the exhaust cam. Now on a K24 head and a K20 head, there is 2 cams in the head, but not all options have the VTEC on both the intake and the exhaust side. That's why we've gone for the head that we have, which was great coming out of the K24 New Zealand new Honda Accord Euro, because they had the right head. So let's have a look at one of these and we can show you what it's all about. Look at that. Now as far as I'm aware, these are a drop-in camshaft, so that's going to give us some great power and a seamless VTEC crossover on this engine that we are building. And we are all about the power. As I said earlier, it's been estimated that we're going to make 300 at the front wheels, going off the parts that we have got listed as part of this setup. Rightio. Now we also have a second one, but one is for the exhaust and one is for the intake side. Both very similar. Now we've got some other parts here. We've got some Skunk 2 Racing titanium retainers. Now these are to go on the head. for helping of the retainers. Sorry, these retainers are for the springs. Something again that I've been learning. That's great. Again, Skunk 2 Racing with their great little owner's kits. They're fantastic. Comes with a great little product guide and a little card to prove that it's a genuine part. Staying with the head, we've got some Whangarei parts here. So we've got some valves, some valve keepers, and some stem seals. So what do we got in this box? This is the intake valves. We want to come and have a look at these. There we go. From Whangarei, all specially put in these little, let's get one out, shall we? Shiny. So these parts here, along with some of the other head parts, are going to be sent down to Horsepower Heads in Christchurch, who are going to be doing the work on our head. They're going to be CNCing it, so we can get some fantastic flow, which will also help with our power on this engine build. What have we got in here? We've also got some, these are the valve stem seals. There we go, we'll have a look at those. And again, some more valves. So these are all going into the head. So these are from Whangarei. Now we have the ATI Super Damper. This is a harmonic balancer. It is to help, I wrote some notes, runs the drive belts, and it helps with the vibration that the high RPM creates within the engine and to keep it balanced. Rightio, let's pull this out and have a look. This is a big unit. Look at that. Really recommended to run one of these to help take those vibrations out at the high RPMs. ATI make these for a lot of applications, so worth checking out if you're building an engine and you're going to be revving it quite high. Now we come to this box here. This is a Radium Engineering surge tank. Now this does come with a fuel pump inside it. I'll just get this out quickly. It's a bit noisy, sorry guys. We've got the wiring that we need. Here we go. Look at this beauty here. Surge tank is definitely something that's needed in this build so we don't get fuel starvation on this engine that is being built. Look at that shiny piece of equipment. So we'll have to find a way to mount that in the car. Right, so we have made sure that when buying a lot of these parts that we're using in this build, we've brought them with the thought in mind of being able to plug and play essentially. Not a lot of fiddling around. It makes things easy to install and also to change if need be. Right, some stopping power. With a fast engine we need to be able to stop. So we've got some Hawk Performance HP Plus pads here for the rear. The front brake setup hasn't arrived yet. When it does I'll run you guys through that. But yeah, we need to be able to stop if we're going to be going pretty quick. Especially on some of these corners on these tracks. We need to be able to make sure that we are slowing down when we need to. The last box here is from Mishimoto. We have got one of their oil cooler kits here. This was recommended to run with this vehicle, so we have purchased it. What have we got in here? We've got some braided lines. Let's have a look. This one's open so I can show you. Nice thick braided line. Oh, and you can just smell. Oh, they smell like race car parts. Oh, I can't wait to get these all installed and this build completed. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can feel it in my bones. What do we got in here? Some other bits and pieces. We've got just some fittings, obviously. This was quite cool. Craig especially liked this, and shout out to Craig who's moving the camera around for us today. Hey you Craig. He thought this was great. This is the sandwich plate, the thermostatic oil sandwich plate. It's in what he called a sandwich box, which is pretty cool. There we go. Pull this out here and you can have a look at it. There we go, the sandwich plate. Looks pretty fantastic. Some of these companies put a lot of thought into their packaging, and it's quite cool opening them. And you know, Scope 2 Racing, this stuff here, it's great. And this is the oil cooler. So if you haven't seen an oil cooler before, let's pull this out. This is a 19 row, if I remember correctly. There we go. Let's just pop this open. See, I haven't opened this yet. So, ooh, look at that. Nice little oil cooler. It's quite thick too. So that should help with keeping our oil temperature under control in this race build. Oh, look at this, we've even got this great little air, looks like an air freshener maybe. Little penguin, how cute's that? That's pretty cool. So we'll put all these back in the box. So this is all the parts that have arrived to date. We do have some other bits still to come, and I'll show you those when they get here. There's not much left now of this build that needs to arrive. I'm looking forward to finally getting everything here so we can get that out and about and get that underway. Everyone, it's been great to be able to show you the bits and pieces that we've brought through for the car build. Links below in the description for the manufacturers of these products Facebook pages. If you can like and subscribe, that'd be great as well. Get the video out there and share it with your friends. There's only a lot of stuff stateside on K24 or K-Swap builds, and really want to be able to show something local in our community, so that'll be good. We're trying to do as much as we can with people here in Whangarei, which is where we're based. Obviously there's going to be items that can't be, but yeah, we'll show you more as we get it. Shout out again to Adam at Speed Science. Appreciate the help with sorting the bits that we need for this build, and yeah, go and check him out, Speed Science, again, link below in the description. Cheers guys, and we'll throw up some videos from the old live streams after this one. It'll be great for you to check them out.